Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into a group I definitely don't talk about too much, which is Got7. Recently there's been a lot of scandals going on with Got7, and of course a lot of craziness in the K-pop industry. JB recently had some of these naked pictures surface and all that. I definitely want to talk about what happened and why people are mad and want JB to leave. I also want to get into Suga and him talking about a girlfriend. So grab your dumplings, he's spilling mug merch, and let's get into the tea. If you are new here and interested in this type of stuff, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime the video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to talk about today is JB from Got7. So recently there has been some controversy on what JB did on a live stream, and it really made a lot of people upset. And I wanted to kind of break it down. A lot of groups like Got7 and BTS, and maybe even just boy bands in general, have a lot of younger fans, just younger audiences, and it's mostly girls. Meaning there would definitely be less of a controversy if this was like a heavy metal band where most of the audience is men. So what happened? JB was on a stream, and likely if you were on the stream, you would have not noticed because you're focusing on what was happening and what JB is saying. But there was a quick moment where you could definitely see some semi-nude pictures on his wall, or whoever's wall that was, behind him. It wasn't his nudes, but it was nudes that were women's or someone's. It wasn't anything that I felt like was in bad taste, like I think it was supposed to be art. Basically, it wasn't like straight up porn. It was just a naked body. We have seen this. We have seen our own bodies. I think one of the big reasons this was so shocking to people is that idols in Korea are not allowed to date. Not that there is this rule by the label, but the fandom will look at the idol and say that he isn't decent or think he is a bad person for dating. The picture could put JB in a light that he is someone who enjoys looking at nude pictures of a woman, and people can be mad at that. I definitely don't agree. Art is art. I think people have naked bodies, male or female, on their shirts, some on their walls. There's plenty of naked people statues in Italy. It's like, what if JB went to Italy and took a picture next to a statue? Would he have gotten the same controversy? I don't know. He is a grown adult, and if he wants those pictures on the wall, he can have them. The issue, or really the only issue I could possibly see with this, is just needing to be more aware of your audience since they're young. It may not be appropriate for them to see it, as even nude art websites or nude art museums would have to have you be a certain age before you can enter. I do think the photos he had were up there for a while, meaning this is probably why he didn't realize he was showing it, because he might have gotten used to it. This is just my conspiracy, allegedly, and so he didn't think that it was up there. It may not have been up and center in front of his mind what he was showing. People online were very angry about this. One person wrote, "Everyone who's fine with JB having pics of naked women on his wall should just unfollow me." I think this is an extreme. I always find it funny if you like someone or your idol that much, like previously to a scandal, these fans bought their albums and loved them or claimed that they loved the idol. When they make a small quote-unquote mistake like having some pictures on a wall, these fans are suddenly protesting against the idol. If they flip the switch that quickly, or they're the type to do that, they don't love the idol. In fact, stop standing K-pop in general. They make us all look really bad. Another person said, "You're banned now." JB will be fine, and I think this will be okay. I don't think this will harm him in the long run, and I think anyone who is decently smart enough to hear that JB has some pictures and literally will not care at all. No care. The label did put out a statement about this and addressed it. It's very long, so I won't go over the whole thing, but it talks about JB's interest in photography and different artists, which is why it's up there, but then apologizes because there was of course an audience that was of many different ages. It seems like most people were upset that he even had pictures there, like he is supposed to be some saint that has never seen a naked picture. I am glad the label did not apologize for that, because if you did, it sets this precedent that K-pop idols are not allowed to have interest, romantic or whatever interest in anything. The photos were also done in an artistic way and showed support to an exhibition called Plastic Love, and I think it's a museum for photography. JB is supporting other artists, and you have tweets saying unfollow me if you support JB. These people really think they own their idols. It's so weird. Now JB actually just came out with a statement today, and he said, "I am so sorry I caused sudden concern by those who have been watching me. I posted the photos from an artist that I like, but I am sorry I showed them when viewers of all age were watching. I will be more careful in these parts so that I don't make anyone frown. I am sorry." I'm glad that has ended, and if they both have addressed it, we can leave it behind. And it looks like JB might be taking those photos down from the wall so that next time he streams, it won't be there, which will probably be best, unless you make the stream 18 plus. Again, that's really the only issue I had with it, but I could not find a single tweet that was saying was that their issue was people who were not 18 were watching the stream. Like everyone just had an issue with the fact that he was interested in that type of art, which he has every right to be. What if JB gets a girlfriend girlfriend. Y'all gonna be mad that they're together? That's so 10 years ago. It's trendy to respect artist relationship now. Me and JB are together. I thought it would be a good time to confess that. I'm kidding. I do hope for more idols to date and all that. Suga from BTS obviously recently addressed the whole girlfriend thing, which I think is very interesting. BTS did a Rolling Stone magazine interview, and I would say the publisher really asked good questions. They do really good journalism over there. And it makes me really happy that they know the good questions to ask. BTS, since the start of their career, haven't acknowledged any public relationship. I do believe they just haven't been in one. I think that concept is so shocking to Americans that someone can go 7 or 8 years without sleeping with someone or whatever. But in Asian culture, it's not rare for someone to give up that and focus on their career. BTS is definitely a lot more conservative with these girlfriend or dating questions, as they don't want to hurt anyone, because some armies do get mad when they hear the possibility of BTS dating. Every news site or interview likes to ask, so are you dating? And BTS answer is always, well, no, armies are girlfriend and it's cute. When Rolling Stone asked Suga's thoughts on dating and how the group would feel about their fandom being annoyed or having some bad reaction to the boys dating, Suga continued to say he had a hard time understanding the question and saying that armies are diverse, so the reaction varies. This is what he said exactly, just so I don't mess up my hubby's words. Hey, look, I'm married to BTS. I never get hate for being married, just saying, it's great. But anyway, Suga said, I have a hard time understanding this question. He says, the army is a diverse group in this hypothetical situation. Some may accept it, some may not, whether it's dating or something else. They're all individuals, and they will all understand things differently. I like that he didn't generalize and say armies would all be upset. Definitely, I think a small number of people would be upset in 2021. It just would probably be a very loud, small number of people. And maybe only people with billboard trucks in front of headquarters kind of money. And I do think it's just labels acknowledging these haters, which will cause the haters to react more because they're seeing it's working. But I think Suga's got the right idea. I think we as armies, a lot of us, are going to understand and react in a way that is nice. Or not. There for sure is a noticeable change in how we see idols dating now. Especially now that K-pop is global and is not just towards a single country's audience, but towards a huge international audience. And a lot of which those audiences do not hate their favorite idols for dating. Like, I don't think Ariana Grande got called a slut for getting married, you know? Whereas K-pop, you would definitely be called a slut for that. And I think sometimes the idols have to even retire before they announce a marriage because their career would be over if they announced it anyway. I'm glad that Suga acknowledged the topic in general, and he did it in a way that shows he is not scared of the topic. I hope he does find someone one day, if that's what he wants. I hope he has someone he can love. That would be great. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving content. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check stuff out. I have live videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get over 300 reaction videos that are already on there. There's some limited spots that are still available. You can definitely check out. You can get things like the videos on the feed, as well as handwritten cards and things like that. And we do have a good time interacting over there as well. So if you'd like to go over there and check it out, please make sure to do so. Link is in the top description down below. You can get videos like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also request things that you would like to see over there as well. And there's a video over there that kind of explains my journey being Asian in media. It's free to watch, so if you want to go over there on the front page and check that out too. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.